What's up, guys? In this video we're going to be talking about the significant temperature drop that's going to be moving across almost the whole eastern half of the United States, and then we'll talk about a huge snowstorm that will impact the Midwest and Great Lakes this weekend, guys. So you need to pay attention, and let's get right into it. Starting off, and tomorrow you have a system moving across the east, and this will bring severe weather into the south, into South Carolina, North Carolina, and then on the back end you're going to get a snow band that will develop, and I think it's going to deliver snow all the way down to the maybe even into North Carolina. But you see, as the snow band sets up, there's a very heavy band of snow setting up here in Maryland, and down into northern northern North Carolina, moving all the way up into the Washington, D.C. region, all the way up into Philadelphia, into the Northeast. And this could bring some thunder snow, gusty winds at times, and low visibility for about 3 hours, I think. Then it continues to move, and it brings some snow along the coast, and then that moves out, and this is where you're going to get these extremely cold temperatures coming in the next day or two and into next week. And we'll take a look at those temperatures in a little bit later along in this video. But first, I want to dissect the major winter storm that is going to be occurring this coming weekend. So then you have this clipper system that looks kind of potent at first. We'll drop some few inches of snow, and then it kind of moves on out of here. And this is the time of interest that will happen at this point. So here we are, March 15th. This is the morning of the 15th, overnight going into the morning. You have a low-pressure system start to develop in the middle of the country and move eastward, and as it moves east, it starts to intensify and drops to a 990 millibar low-pressure system, and you have a wide range of snow from here all the way down into the Great Lakes, and all pushing into the Northeast and almost into Pennsylvania. And this will bring heavy snow and strong winds, and as this continues to intensify, you see you have that very strong band of snow from down here into Kansas City, moving all the way up into the Great Lakes region, and that will bring feet of snow. And we'll take a look at the snow totals and the national blend and what you could expect here in a second. And continue to move this in motion, and you get another heavy band of snow moving through the region, and then it kind of pushes up north, and that's going to bring extremely cold temperatures into the east, which we'll take a look at in a minute. But what you want to know is how much snow you're going to get, so let's just take a look at what some of these models are printing. So take a look first. We'll take a look at the GFS model, and I'm going to put this is the 24-hour because you're going to get up to 6 to 10 inches of snow here in some regions from that clipper system. And then on top of that, you are going to get bombed with snow, guys. If you live in this region here, you're talking it's printing 50 inches of snow in some regions. This blue and the white is 4 to 6, and the purples and reds is up to a foot, and the orange is over 2 feet of snow. So if you're in this orange area, you could be dealing with 6 to 12 inches of snow here on Thursday and Friday, and then this next Monday you could be dealing with another up to 3 feet of snow and extremely gusty winds. This could bring blizzard conditions or close to it, and the most impactful thing will be how much snow you'll get. It could bring a lake effect snow, and that will intensify those bands and bring low visibility. The GFS, it's just one model run, so one thing that I really like to do is take a look at the national blend of all models, which I think is great to see about the conservative number of how much snow you could get, and this is what the National Weather Service uses to make their predictions. So if we take a look at the total snowfall, this is for the clipper system. You see it's printing up to 8 inches, just like the GFS, 9 inches in some spots. But here comes the main system, and you can see, oh my goodness, wow, this is crazy, guys. Even the national blend of data is printing up to 36 inches of snow for the storm, and up in those areas, this is including the clipper system, up to 45 inches of snow, and down to the reds, a foot to a foot and a half of snow, and the purples, 6 to 10 inches of snow all the way back into here. So this is a little bit conservative number, so you could take this with a grain of salt. Data will continue to improve, and we'll get data, and we'll continue to improve our forecast, but this is going to happen, guys. Maybe the location of the storm will change a little bit, but if you're in the bullseye, you're going to get hammered with a ton of snow from the storm system. Now let's look at the average temperature for the whole entire United States. So you see, as that system moves through tomorrow, you're going to be in the 70s, 80s, all the way in the east, and then as it moves through tomorrow, you can just see this massive drop come through and drop you into the 30s and 50s across the east, and then it kind of warms back up for a few days, and then you get that big system coming down, and then we're going to plummet temperatures all the way down into the 40s, all the way down into Florida. 40s on the East Coast and into the 20s, teens, single digits, even into the negatives as you move north. So after the storm moves through up here, you're going to be done with extremely cold temperatures. The snow will stick around for a few days before it starts to melt. And do you get above freezing in the coming days? Doesn't look like you get above freezing into the 20s, which is 5 days after the storm system, or in the 40s. So the snow will be here for 5 days, it looks like, at least, and that's before it even starts to melt. If you guys like this video, hit the like button, and if you love the weather, please subscribe. See you next time. Bye.